Hello students, good morning. Welcome back to a new video of Sunanda's tutorial. So in this video I will describe the theories of ascent of sap. Details about the theories which was proposed to describe the mechanism of ascent of sap. So it is present in your transport in plants unit, and it is a part of, it is a very important topic of plant physiology. It is important for +2 first year students, NEET aspirants, +3 and MSc students, as well as for SSB, TGT, PGT and lectureship aspirants, OPSC assistant professor aspirants. So it is a very vital topic of your botany syllabus. So let's start. At first, what is ascent of sap? So the water, after being absorbed by the root, is distributed to all parts of the plant, and excess of water is lost through the process of transpiration. The process of transpiration, I will discuss this process of transpiration in my next video. So in order to reach the topmost part of the plant, the water has to move upward through the stem, and this upward movement of water is called ascent of sap. So suppose it is a plant. So here are the roots, and the water moved into the root, and then the movement of water takes place to the top of the plant. So that movement of water from root to the top of the plant is known as the ascent of sap. Okay, so it is well established that ascent of sap takes place through xylem. So there are many experiments to prove that the ascent of sap takes place through the xylem. So at first experiment, by taking a leafy twig of balsam plant. So it has a semi-transparent stem, and it is caught under the water to avoid entry of water bubble through the caught end, and placed in a beaker containing a dye, eosin. So a leafy twig of balsam plant is caught and placed under the water containing dye, stained water containing a dye, that is eosin. So after some times, colored lines will be seen moving upward in the stem. If sections of stem are caught at this time, only xylem element will appear to be filled with colored water. So from this experiment, it can be concluded that the water movement takes place through the xylem only. Next, another experiment, which is the ringing experiment. And in ringing experiment, a leafy twig of from a tree is caught under the water and placed in a beaker filled with water. A ring of bark means all the tissues outside the vascular cambium. What is vascular cambium? Suppose in a cross section of a stem, suppose it is a stem, and it is the stellar part of the stem, and here the vascular bundles are placed like this. What is vascular bundles? The xylem and phloem placed side by side with each other in a stem, and they are conjoint and collateral in case of stem, but in case of root it is radial. So xylem and phloem placed with each other, and generally phloem present outside and xylem present inside. So it is conjoint and collateral, as well as it is endark condition, where the protoxylem or newly formed xylem placed inward to the old xylem. So it is the condition, it is the cross section of a stem. So generally in stem of dicot plants, between the xylem and phloem, a cambium layer is present. It is the cambium layer. So in dicot plant stem, they are open type of vascular bundle. Open type means they have vascular bundle, they have cambium ring, cambium layer between xylem and phloem. And what is the significance of this cambium layer? From this cambium layer, secondary growth will occur. So in case of dicot plant, cambium layer is present. So secondary growth occur in the dicot, but it is absent in monocot because cambium layer is totally absent in monocot plant. So in monocot there will be no secondary growth occur. So here it is the vascular cambium from where the secondary growth will occur. So all the parts above that vascular cambium called bark, which is present in the secondary growth or secondary structure of the plant, and that bark is totally removed from the stem. After sometimes it is observed that leaves above the ringed part, this ringed part of the stem remain fresh and green. It is because water is being continuously supplied to the upper part of the twig through xylem. Because suppose it is the stem, in this way xylem and phloem bundles are arranged, and this is the cambium layer. These blue parts are xylem and these parts are phloem. So when you remove everything that is present outside the vascular cambium, then you remove the phloem part, then you remove the other cortex and pericycle, endodermis, epidermis, but only the xylem is present. So the water movement occur through that xylem, and the upper part remains fresh and green because water is being continuously supplied to the upper part of the twig through xylem. So now many attempts were made by various biologists to explain the mechanism of ascent of sap. So the previous two experiments have concluded that the ascent of sap takes place through the xylem only. But now what is the mechanism of ascent of sap? To explain the mechanism, various theories were put forwarded by different scientists, and which are generally categorized into two categories. One is vital force theories and one is physical force theories. So what are the vital force theories? So the first vital force theory is relay pump theory, which was proposed by Godlewski in 1884. According to that theory, the upward movement of water is due to the pumping activity of the living cell of xylem parenchyma and medullary rays. So what are medullary rays? In stem, these are xylem and phloem bundles, and between these bundles, these parts are known as medullary rays. So he told that according to Godlewski, the pumping activity of the living cell, that is xylem parenchyma is a component of xylem, and the medullary rays, due to the pumping activity of the living cells of xylem parenchyma and medullary rays, the upward movement of water takes place, which is known as relay pump theory. So we use water pump in our house. So like that, the xylem parenchyma and medullary rays helps in the upward movement of water through a pumping activity. They pump water to upward. But this theory was soon discarded by Strasburger when he showed that water translocation continued in plants even after killing the living cells by high temperature or poison treatment. Strasburger told that even if we killed that xylem parenchyma and medullary ray, the water translocation continued in normal way. So this is not a correct way to explain the mechanism of ascent of sap. Then after Godlewski, another experiment was proposed by J.C. Bose, and the theory proposed by him is known as pulsation theory or vital force theory. According to this theory, the upward conduction of water is provided by xylem parenchyma cell, the innermost cortical cell of root, were in a state of pulsatory movement, that is alternate expansion and contraction. which helped in the absorption of water from soil and pump it to the xylem vessel. Tracheids and vessel act as reservoir of cell. It was not supported by enough evidence as living cells do not seem to be involved in ascent of sap. So this theory was again discarded. Then root pressure theory, which was proposed by Priestley. He told that all plant absorb excess water by active process, that means by expenditure of energy, and tend to build up a positive hydrostatic pressure within the root system called root pressure. So due to this activity, water is pushed upward along the length of the stem to a small height. The pressure inside the xylem is caused due to diffusion gradient and is maintained by the activity of living cell. Root pressure thus provide great contribution to the transportation of water according to root pressure theory, which was put forwarded by Priestley. So, but there are some limitations of this theory, as it cannot lift the sufficient amount of water upward to fulfill the requirement of water to the plant. Then it fails to play important role in movement of water in tall trees like gymnosperm. The amount of fluid transported by root pressure is not enough in measuring the movement of water in xylem in many trees, and root pressure seems to be absent in summer when there is high requirement of water in the plant, and it is generally observed at night when evapotranspiration is low. So there are certain limitations. So this theory was rejected. Then some physical theories was proposed by many scientists. The first one is capillary force theory. According to capillary force theory, which was proposed by Boehm in 1809, who compared xylem vessel to capillary tube, he believed that normal atmospheric pressure and capillarity of xylem vessels are responsible for ascent of sap. Water rises up in the wall of xylem channel having small diameters due to adhesion. The cohesive force that is present among the water molecule pulls the water upward through xylem vessel. The upward movement of water continues till the forces of adhesion and cohesion are balanced by the downward pull of gravity. So according to Boehm, xylem vessel act as a capillary tube, and due to the capillary force, water move to upward to the top of the plant. Then what are the limitations of this? The value of capillarity is very small. It can rise water up to a height of about 1 meter, and so which is useful to only small sized plant. Xylem vessels are not directly connected with the soil water. So these are the limitations of your capillary force theory. So this theory was also rejected. Then imbibition theory, which was proposed by Sachs. According to this theory, water is imbibed through cell wall material and translocated upward. But this theory was discarded since water is translocated through the lumen of vessel. But this theory told that due to imbibition, through the imbibition, the cell wall imbibe some water, and through that cell wall, the ascent of sap occur. But the ascent of sap actually occur through a living part of xylem, through the lumen of xylem, not through the cell wall of the xylem. So this theory was also rejected. Then atmospheric pressure theory. According to this theory, atmospheric pressure is responsible for ascent of sap. Due to active transpiration, a vacuum is created in the xylem vessel, and to fulfill this vacuum, water moves upward from below to equalize the pressure. But atmospheric pressure can lift water up to a height of 10 meters. And operation of atmospheric pressure depends on free surface at the base, which do not exist in the plants. So many scientists rejected this theory also. Then comes the main theory, which is transpiration pool or cohesion tension theory, which was put forwarded by Dixon and Joly in 1894. It was further improved by Dixon in 1914. This theory was also known as Dixon's theory of ascent of shaft. It is also called as cohesion tension theory. This is the most accepted theory for the study of ascent of shaft, for explaining the mechanism of ascent of shaft. So in the water column, the water molecules remain attracted by the cohesive force and cannot be separated easily from one another. There is an attraction between water molecule and inner wall of xylem duct, due to which water column cannot be pulled away from the wall of xylem duct. So there is a cohesive force between water molecules and there is a adhesive force between water molecule and the wall of the xylem. Hence, due to strong cohesive as well as adhesive force, the continuity of water column from root to leaf is maintained. Then water lost from mesophyll cells of the leaf by the process of transpiration, and it creates a strong negative water potential that leads to a negative pressure in the water column. This pressure exerts an upward pull over the water column, which is known as transpiration pull. The tension or pull is transmitted up to the root in search of more water. The water column formed in the xylem element of root now moves upward under the influence of transpiration pull. Thus, the cohesive and adhesive force along with the transpiration pull help in the lifting up of water through xylem element. Because of critical role of cohesion, transpiration pull is also called cohesion tension transpiration pull model of water transport. Water inside the xylem vessel forms a continuous column from top to bottom. The tension may cause a break in water column, but due to adhesive and cohesive property of water, the continuous column of water does not break. So this theory was widely accepted by different scientists as well as researchers, because this theory properly describes about the mechanism of the ascent of sap, and according to this theory, the ascent of sap occur due to the adhesive and cohesive property as well as the transpiration pool which was created after the transpiration. The scarcity of water occur in the mesophyll cells of the leaf, and due to which the water is pulled from downward to upward, that is top of the plant. So it is the most accepted, widely accepted model to describe the ascent of sap. So in this video I have discussed about different theories regarding the mechanism of ascent of sap. I hope you really enjoyed this. So please like my videos, share it with your other friends and subscribe to my channel Sunanda's Tutorial. Thank you.